All right, so today's message has come from Psalm 116. We start in verse 1 as it reads, I love the Lord because he has heard my voice and my supplications, because he hath inclined his ear unto me. Therefore will I call upon him as long as I live. Now, the assumption as we read this word is this person prayed and his prayer was heard. But what we also need to understand is how long did he pray and what did he pray for? Now, the what really doesn't matter. When I'm speaking about the what, I'm speaking about he prayed for one thing versus maybe some of us who prays for many things, right? We go out shopping and we're dressed immaculately and we see someone with just the most beautiful eyebrows. And we pray, God, let me have eyebrows like that. Let me have a spouse like that. Let me have a handbag like that. We just made about 3 prayers. So the idea here that we need to stress is how we need to be honed in on one thing we pray for. Now, why? He's an omnipotent God, right? So why do we only need to pray for one thing? Because how do you know when your prayer is being answered? Now, I just gave you an example. You went out and you saw a lot of things that you liked and you wanted for yourself, but you don't have it. And you prayed within your heart for those things, right? Some people may say envy, but I say you pray for it, right? You ask God for it. You ask God to make a way that you could receive it. Now, if we multiply that by years, how many prayers do we have? Which is why when we do actually get an answer from one of our prayers, we don't react as though we received it. Now, I'm not trying to place too much of a burden on us. I'm just trying to show you everything in life takes focus. And you can't focus on many things. You need to focus on one thing at a time. Your prayer should be no different. When you pray to God for something, wait diligently on the Lord. Don't make several other prayers. We hear about in Proverbs. We have to be careful how we approach God. We have to be careful how we speak to him, because the angels even hear it. God could hear it. And we're very quick to make vows to God. God, if you do this for me, I will do that. Well, guess what? If we made 1,000 or even 100 of those prayers, how many vows did we make? And then soon enough we realize, well, do I even remember the vow I made? How could you fulfill something that you don't remember? This is the foundation. These are the fundamentals that we need to speak more about. Why? Because God is doing his portion. Every moment of the day, a new prayer is being sent. So how is our faith being built? When we speak about David, David's prayer was simple. Save me, Lord. Get me out of this problem. Get me out of the wilderness. When we hear about Jacob's prayer, Abraham's prayer, Isaac's prayer, very concise, very straightforward. But for whatever reason, we understand the power of God and we believe he's some ATM. We put in our card, which is our request, and the blessings roll out. And then when it doesn't happen the way that we assumed it to happen, we doubt God's existence. Never questioning if we're ready to receive that blessing, never questioning if God really wants us to have that blessing, right? Then we have to have those types of conversations. Is it for me? Is it not? Well, you ask for so many things. And of course, that one prayer we want the most is the stuff that are physical, stuff that are tangible, things that we could touch. Who prays for a marriage to be saved nowadays? Who prays nowadays to be the best spouse that they could be? Who prays for a mind that doesn't think of evil? Who prays for their tongue, the words in which they speak to be changed? Who prays for their heart to be converted anymore? No, everything is about tangible. I want this house. I'm going to put my hands on this blessing. I'm going to put my hands on this car and I'm going to claim it. This is mine. And then we wonder why those things are never enough. Because we haven't become the person in which we need to be to a point to where those stuff don't matter. We need to work on our values. When you're in the presence of a rich person or some type of royalty, your values dictate where you will stand, where you will sit, how you will act. But we don't pray about that. What are the odds, Pastor, of me meeting someone special? The odds are great, because if he believes that you have what it takes, he could put you in the midst of them. But if you are one that's easily deceived, you're envious of what you see, then how is he going to put you in the midst of them? So then what? Or the person's prayer got answered. He says, I'm going to serve this God. How many prayers have been answered for you all? Have you made up in your mind, no matter what, I will serve the Lord? Serving the Lord is not attending church. There's one portion of the Bible that says, don't forsake the assembly of the saints. That's what you're not doing when you go to church. Serving God requires every moment of your life to be orchestrated in a way that God could use you. We're servants of God every day. We're sons and daughters every day, not some days, not on the weekend, every day. Why does this matter? Because soon enough, as you make this a reality within your life, that means you can't do whatever you want. You can't do the things of this world. Wait, I'm a son and daughter, but I'm here in the nightclub. I'm here partying and drinking. We see it on the news. People caught up in this problem or this affair or this situation. We wonder, how'd they even get there? They're rich. What are they doing with them? Let's turn it on you. If you know better, why don't you do it? So that's just it. Do more, claim who you are in God. You want to claim something. I'm a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a chosen generation, a royal priesthood to show forth the praise of him who have called me out of darkness into his marvelous light. Let's claim that, and then let's do it every moment of the day, all throughout the day, every day. You have a reward. It's worth it. It will bring you to new heights, and it will grant you a confidence that shines above the rest. Would you be different? Absolutely. Because the Spirit that's given to you makes you different. God bless.